How you doing, Sandesh here? And I'm going to be reading from Infowars, and this is such an upsetting story, especially since it's COVID related. But this is just a whole lot worse. It says its title is "COVID obsessed parents who kept three children locked inside home for years, charged with abandonment, domestic violence." I like the fact that the parents were charged with child abandonment, domestic violence. And before getting into it, if you could comment and subscribe, and if you could follow me on Rumble X, and if you could donate to me on Patreon and Coffee, if you don't mind, please. Um, and I'm gonna get into it now. Okay, a disturbing story out of Spain focuses on parents who abused their three children by keeping them inside for nearly 5 years due to paranoia about the COVID-19 pandemic. So basically, already the parents uses the paranoia around the COVID-19 pandemic to just to basically help themselves and just basically abuse their children, physically and mentally already. You could just already tell I'm more, and I'm just at the beginning. Um, Libs of TikTok. This is a tweet from them. Holy shit! Three children were rescued, from COVID syndrome parents who kept them locked inside their homes since 2021. Wow, Jesus! You know what that sounds like? Northern cults who basically trap children and people and lock them away from their parents. So basically, they're isolated and they're by themselves. That's basically what this all already sounds like. Um, Hang on, there. Sorry about that, but that's what that exactly sounds like because that's how cults work. Um, anyway, two 8-year-old twins and a 10-year-old were forced to stay in the house and wear face masks. And now the thing is, as you know, if you do your homework on the face masks were not good for people. They were not good for us, but the thing is, obviously, we were told to wear them, no matter what. And obviously, staying in the house. There was an article on the expose about COVID, and about the fact that it wasn't just harmful to old people, it was also harmful to teenagers as well, mentally especially. Um, the parents have been arrested on domestic violence and obviously child abuse. All right, I'm going to carry on with the article. The kids, 8-year-old twins and a 10-year-old were forced to endure lockdown rules when they were forbidden to go outside and made to wear masks long after the government COVID measures were halted. I'm wondering, didn't neighbours say anything or something? Um, because I'm just wondering how the hell did they get arrested? The parents, a 48-year-old German American woman and 53-year-old German husband, were recently arrested for domestic violence and child abandonment. A disturbing photo shows cribs the children were forced to sleep in which they were covered with creepy drawings of monsters. Investigators says defaced dolls and other monster figures were also found in the children's rooms. An investigator um, told the Spanish media outlet El Comercio, I think that's what it's called. As soon as we got them out, all three children began to breathe deeply, as if they had never been outside before. I bet going outside felt so weird. I bet it really did. I bet it just had to, because obviously the air in the house and the air outside is just obviously going to be completely different, and obviously the atmosphere too. Yahoo reported the father placed up to three masks on each children before allowing police entry. Jesus Christ. Was he trying to suffocate them or kill them or something? While the mother warned officers to be careful because their children were very sick. Photographs showed two of the kids emerging from the house of horrors wearing their masks. Police said that after finally being brought outside for the first time in years, the children were in shock and immediately began touching the grass. The children were in terrible shape, It was absolutely outrageous. An investigator told Mundo, and not malnourished because they were fed, but they were also dirty and completely cut off from reality, and not just because they didn't go to school. When we took them out of the house and into the garden, where where they weren't, where they wouldn't even go outside, they saw a snail and went crazy, freaked out. Media propaganda and medical establishments certainly did a number on the abusive parents, scaring them to the point of destroying their children's lives. Look, it do, even though the mainstream media did so much a shit ton of propaganda, it doesn't excuse the parents of what they did to them children. Those children, I tell you this now, those children are going to be mentally messed up for the rest of their lives, because the thing is, they're gonna have to relearn going outside again. They're gonna have to relearn going outside because obviously they were confined for 3 years and they were fed non-stop over and over again since 2021, non-stop by the parents. Oh, it's dangerous outside. It's dangerous outside. And and I mean, they were even touching the grass as if it was a new concept. I mean, that's just downright cruel. And I'm so glad that they were charged with child abandonment and domestic violence. Um, what I'm wondering is who brought this who brought this to the attention. Was it neighbors or something? Because it had to be neighbors. Because I don't know who else would, because it would have had to been a neighbor, or maybe more than one neighbor, asking where are the children, because since they were always locked inside. And obviously, and I'm sure the other children on the same road or street were allowed to go outside. And obviously, neighbors are going to be wondering what the hell's going on there. Why I never see their children out. I never see the children out at all. So yeah, that is definitely child abandonment, and I'm so glad that the children were rescued from the parents. Yet the parents were scared of COVID-19, but then the thing is, placing free mass